Wispr Flow for desktop is my favorite AI voice dictation app, and I made several videos about why it's so amazing. It has easily doubled my productivity, and now it's also available on Android in early access. It has the same amazing features like correcting mistakes, applying formatting and punctuation intelligently, and a dictionary for your custom words. The Android version is good, but it still has some problems. In this video, we will install and set up Wispr Flow for Android together. We will try out all the features and see which bugs we encounter, and by the end you will know if you should install it right now or wait. I will also compare it to the voice dictation in Google's Gboard and see which one performs better. My name is Florian Walter and this is the AI Tool Corner, where I review the latest AI software to find out which ones can actually improve our lives and businesses. I'm giving you exclusive insight into my phone. Step 1 is to install Wispr Flow from the Play Store. If you're wondering why it only has 3.8 stars, this is because the app still has some problems. Watch the video to the end to see what they are. Let's go ahead and install it. Open the app. Then we see a little onboarding flow and we have to log in with our account. Just go ahead and create an account, it's free, and open the app. Now we have to allow a bunch of permissions. The first one is the microphone. This is just a click. But we need several more permissions, and Wispr Flow on Android is quite permission heavy. That's because the Wispr Flow bubble that we use for dictating needs to be displayed above other apps, which requires special permissions on Android. But inside the Wispr Flow app you always see at the top what the next step is. So now we have to go to the settings and we have to allow Wispr Flow to display above other apps. Then we have to turn on accessibility. Again we click on go to settings. Then we see some instructions, so let's follow them. We open the settings, we agree to this statement, and the instructions said to go to downloaded apps, Wispr Flow, and enable use Wispr Flow. Now we get this warning because this is a sensitive permission on Android, but it's required. So we click OK. Then we still need some power permissions, because otherwise Android will kill the app and we will lose our voice dictation capabilities until we open the app again. So we change this to no restrictions, go back to Wispr Flow, and that should be all. If there's no message here at the top, Wispr Flow should be configured correctly. If Wispr Flow ever stops working, open the Wispr Flow app again and see if there's any banner here at the top about a missing permission. It will always give you a hint what needs to be configured. However, sometimes Wispr Flow completely stops working and I need to reboot the device. This is a bug right now. I'm sure they will fix it in the future, but just as a warning. Before we start dictating, we should go to the settings and configure the language. Add whatever language you want to dictate in. I use English and German. You can also let Wispr Flow auto-detect the language, but if you already know what languages you're going to dictate in, just add them here. And here we can see the Wispr Flow bubble that we can now use for dictation. For this we can either tap it once and start dictating or hold it down and then release it when we are done. So let's try it out. I'm going to tap and hold down the bubble. With Wispr Flow on iPhone, no sorry, I mean Android, you can dictate anywhere you can open your keyboard. And I did all the stuttering and the mistakes on purpose because I want to show you the autocorrection that Wispr Flow applies, just like on desktop. It removed the on iPhone no sorry completely because this was a mistake, and it also removed the arms. And the output is clean and crisp. Now let's remove this and let's try out the voice dictation in Google's Gboard, which you can see down here. With Wispr Flow on iPhone, no sorry, I mean Android, you can dictate anywhere you can open your keyboard. As you can see, this is much worse. Wispr Flow is spelled wrong, it left all the mistakes and R's in there, and it didn't even use proper punctuation. Whereas Wispr Flow produced clean and correct output. Wispr Flow also understands context of what you're dictating. So if I dictate a grocery list, for example, it will apply list formatting automatically. Let's try this out. I need to get the following items from the grocery store. Donuts, hot sauce, syringe, and a happy birthday card. There we go, super fast, super clean, and we have list formatting. Because the LLM understands what you are dictating. It recognized that we were dictating a grocery list, that's why it applied list formatting, and Wispr Flow also detects what app you're currently in. So it knows that I'm inside the Notes app, which plays a role in what formatting it applies. We can actually customize how it formats in different apps. More on that in a moment. First, let's try out Google's Keyboard again. I need to get the following items from the grocery store. Donuts, hot sauce, syringe, and a happy birthday card. Yeah, this is complete garbage. It's not even close. This is why I prefer a proper AI voice dictation app, because it saves me so much time. Now earlier I said that Wispr Flow automatically detects what app we are in. So if we open Gmail, it will know that we are dictating an email and apply proper formatting automatically. Let's try this out. Again, I will add some arms and mistakes just for presentation. Hey Hector, let's schedule a Zoom meeting for tomorrow at 3 p.m. No, sorry, I mean 1 p.m. and talk about EasyClaw. I want to make a video about it. Regards, Florian Walter. Again, impeccable formatting, and it removed the mistakes, the wrong time and the arms. However, it spelled Hector and EasyClaw wrong. Hector should have an apostrophe and EasyClaw should have a W at the end. Now in the desktop version this actually works better, because there it can read the names of the recipient and the title of the email. On Android it doesn't yet seem to read these informations, because then it would have spelled them correctly. Now the app is still new and I'm sure they will fix this in the future, but for now we need to make some corrections. But just like on desktop we have a dictionary in the Wispr Flow Android app, where we can add words that are not obvious. For example, we could add this EasyClaw, and the next time we spell this word, it will spell it correctly. And talk about EasyClaw. There we go. Again, let's try the same email with the Gboard voice dictation. Hey Hector, let's schedule a Zoom call for tomorrow at 3 p.m. No, sorry, I mean 1 p.m. and talk about EasyClaw. I want to make a video about it. Regards, Florian Walter. Yeah, again, it's pretty bad. It even spelled my own name wrong. Now on the desktop version, Wispr Flow even adds words automatically to your dictionary when you correct them. Those are the ones with the little sparkle emoji next to them. On Android we still have to add them manually, but the cool thing is when you use the same account, the dictionary will be synced between all your devices. So we have the same words available as corrections when we dictate on Android. Similar to desktop, we also have a history of everything we dictated, so if we need it again, we can just click copy and paste it. Wispr Flow works in pretty much any app because it just puts the text where your cursor is. However, it does not work in secure apps like banking apps and in sensitive input fields like passwords or phone numbers for security reasons, because you don't want your password to be sent to some LLM server. Wispr Flow is also extremely useful for prompting AIs like ChatGPT. You can just ramble your thoughts into the chat box without having to type for 10 minutes. LLMs are very good at handling unstructured text, so the more context you provide, usually the better. So as you can see, you can just ramble your thoughts into ChatGPT. You can also take this bubble here and snooze it for 10 minutes to make it disappear. In just a minute I will give you my final resume about Wispr Flow on Android. I will tell you what bugs I ran into and we will take a look at the pricing, so stay tuned. Here in the Style tab in the Wispr Flow app, we can customize the formatting throughout different apps. So we have these categories here at the top, and for each of them we can apply unique formatting. So those are messaging apps, for example, and we can say instead of formal formatting with punctuation and caps, we want to have this very casual lowercase formatting, so others know what a chill dude we are. So if I now go into WhatsApp and I dictate, hey bro, wanna hang out today? It spells everything in lowercase and without a comma because we have casual formatting. Whereas with regular formal formatting, it would look like this. Hey bro, wanna hang out today? With a comma, question mark and capitalization. And then we have snippets, just like on desktop. And again, they are even synchronized between desktop and our mobile devices. Snippets are super useful because you can add a little keyword and a text expansion. For example, I can say, subscribe to the AI Tool Corner at AI Tool Corner YouTube link. But for some reason this doesn't work in the middle of sentences here. It should have replaced this part for the actual link, like this, AI Tool Corner YouTube link. If I say it solo, it works. On desktop it also works as part of the sentence. Subscribe to the AI Tool Corner at AI Tool Corner YouTube link. There we go. This is what I expected on Android, but it didn't work. I'm sure they will fix this. But this is especially great for longer templates, like this one. Cold email template. There we go. Imagine having to type all of this on a mobile keyboard. We can just make it a snippet and apply it via voice. And again, snippets are synced between your different devices, so you can just add them on desktop and use them on mobile. Now here's my final review for Wispr Flow on Android. It's not quite on par with the desktop version yet. It's missing some features and the context awareness is not as good. The dictation bubble sometimes disappears and then it doesn't come back and I have to reboot the device to get it back. I saw a lot of reports on Google Play talking about similar bugs. Now most of these people actually like the app, but they are running into these bugs that make it a bit annoying to use it. I still think Wispr Flow for Android is a no-brainer because it saves me a ton of time, even with these little problems. And the cool thing is you can just share a subscription with the desktop version, so you don't have to pay anything extra. And what's more, the app is even completely free and unlimited during launch. This means even if you don't yet use Wispr Flow on desktop, which you should, you can still use the Android version completely for free without any limits for now. And the synchronization between the desktop and the mobile version is super useful. And as we have seen, it's much better than Google's inbuilt voice dictation. I will put a link to Wispr Flow into the video description below. You can use it for free on both Android and desktop, which I highly recommend. And if you want to see a more thorough review of the desktop version of Wispr Flow and all the other cool features we have available, check out the video here in the end card with my full review. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and then I see you in the next video. Take care.